Clefting. We've been talking about different processes, variation of moving sentences from one place to another. So let's look at first process, that is clefting. So it is the same paragraph we've just seen in the previous topic. So cleft sentences are one way to add emphasis to what we want to say. So if you find any sentence which we call a cleft sentence, so do understand that it is meant to emphasize something, some constituent of the sentence. So a cleft sentence is a sentence in which some part is moved from its normal position to a different place to give it more emphasis. So for the purpose of, because when we talk about something, we have to emphasize on one thing or the other. So that's why this process is very important to be known to the student of language. So if you look at this sentence, the first sentence of the text contains two coordinate clauses. Most of the silk we see in Britain comes from silkworm. The constituent silkworm may be given more emphasis by placing at the beginning of the sentence, surrounded by it, and some verb to be. For example, it can be had in this sentence, it is from silkworm that most of the silk we see in Britain comes. So in this sentence, silkworms have been moved from their usual place. They are moved because we wanted to give some special emphasis. So 1 and 2 have a different outward appearance or form, but the content and the meaning is almost the same. So the only difference in meaning between 1 and 2 is that silkworm is very emphatically contrasted with something else in the context, that is wild silk moth. So this is how we do with this process. The operation of fronting a constituent like from silkworm and surrounding it by it pronoun and was were, that is verb to be, plus that clause are part of the process known as clefting. So if we present the string from silkworm by X, we could summarize the process as follows: clause into it plus verb to be plus X and then that clause. So with X or without X. So most of the silk we see in Britain comes from silkworm. So this is the normal string of the sentence. But it is from silkworms that most of the silk we see in Britain comes. So in this, we have picked up silkworm from the end of the sentence, brought it with the help of it plus verb to be, and then X from the silkworm, and then that clause. So this is how we do the process of clefting. Similarly, look at this sentence: Jane gave this book to Bill on Saturday. There are certain constituents which enable us to move from their usual place to the fronting position of the sentence, and thus making clefting sentence. So again, we want to make prominent. So X is equal to on. So it was on Saturday that Jane gave this book to Bill. So X is Saturday is X. X is equal to Bill. So it was to Bill that Jane gave the book on Saturday. X is equal to this book. It was this book that Jane gave to Bill on Saturday. So X is equal to Jane. It was Jane that gave this book to Bill on Saturday. So you can see that in how many ways we can bring X to the front position, thus making cleft sentences. These are meant for emphasis. So sentences resulting from the clefting process are called cleft sentences. It is not possible to produce a cleft sentence by putting just anything in the position for X. For example, it was Jane gave this book to Bill. So it will be an incorrect time. We have to determine what X is and then bring it to the initial position. Clefting cannot affect the string Jane gave because these are two different constituents. This is not one constituent. Jane is one constituent and gave is another constituent. So we cannot bring them together to make a cleft sentence. So clefting is a useful way of discovering which words in a sentence from constituent and which do not. So we know that which are constituent and which are not. Jane is a constituent, but Jane gave is not a constituent. So English is a very rich language, and there are so many cleft construction. You can make a cleft construction with it cleft, WH cleft, pseudo cleft, reverse WH cleft, all cleft, inferential cleft, their cleft, if because cleft. So you can see all the sentences which have changing the process, changing different orders for the purpose of emphasis. So the English is a very rich language in terms of cleft sentence. However, not all languages are so rich in cleft types as English, and some employ other means to focus for focusing specific constituent, such as topicalization, word order changes, focusing participle, and so on. But English is a very rich language in terms of cleft sentences, as we have just seen.